developer update or VRChat dev blog update from September 11th, 2025. This post is from Strats. Welcome to the developer update for September 11th. Today's featured world is The Forgotten Bloom by Lily the Cat. Announcements. 2025.3.3 is an open beta. 2025.3.3 is an open beta. You can find the full open beta notes here. Hyperlink. However, some top level highlights. Instance naming. VRChat Plus subscribers can name their instance from within VRChat on the open beta. When creating an instance, you have the option to name it, changing what it appears to other users as. This could be useful for setting the tone, letting folks know what the vibe is that you're going for. 2 notes about this. First, we are aware that this presents a moderation concern, so this also comes with the new way to report instances that are named inappropriately. Second, we know that this is something that you can do via the API from outside of VRChat. We are not taking that functionality away. This is just an easy way for folks to name their instance from within VRChat. OSC endpoints for the camera. We added OSC endpoints for the camera. All of the new endpoints have read and write access. There are a lot of them. Check out the full notes to see them all. And more. But that's not all. There are a lot of quality of life fixes and changes in this patch. Go read the full notes. Selfie expression for everyone. Last week, we released a patch for VRChat that turned selfie expression on for all desktop users. This means, as of now, you no longer need VRChat Plus to use selfie expression. Selfie expression can track users' facial expressions, head and eye movements, arms, hands, and fingers just by using your webcam. This system uses your camera along with your avatar's seams, allowing it to work with almost every avatar. Selfie expression requires the use of a camera and can be enabled in the main menu settings under tracking and IK. Click Enable Selfie Expression to turn it on. As a note, this feature is also available on Android. That's been free since the feature's inception. For more information, we strongly suggest checking out the VRChat wiki and then another hyperlink. Avatar Marketplace filters are coming. One of the most requested features for the Avatar Marketplace has been some sort of way to filter avatars, making them easier to search. This has been something we've been wanting to do from the jump, but we needed to do a few things first before we were ready to ship it. But that time is coming, so we are ready to share some of the stuff on how it will work. Soon, we will be adding in a way to filter avatars on the marketplace by style, performance, and platform. Users will be able to search for avatars by name or tag, making it much easier to find avatars that are relevant to them. Each avatar will be able to have up to 10 tags, which should help both folks selling avatars on the marketplace and potential buyers find each other. Speaking of, if you are someone selling an avatar on the marketplace, make sure it is tagged. Marketplace product sorting. Do you sell stuff for your world? Are you part of the VRChat creator economy? Well, good news. You can easily order your products using the website. And there's a video about it. September downtime postmortem. On September 10th, you might have noticed we had a bit of downtime. A lot of the times, when VRChat goes down, it's not necessarily on us. A provider of ours might have an issue upstream, and it's not something that we can directly control. This one, though, was on us. Here's what happened and how we fixed it. Summary. VRChat heavily relies on a software called Valkey to provide the API with extremely high performance caching and persistent application storage. On September 6th, a background save task in one Valkey cache shard got stuck, causing Valkey's appended only file AOF to slowly keep growing and eventually exhaust the local storage on September 10th. When this happened, VRChat protected itself by blocking writes with the particular error. Misconf errors writing to the AOF file. No space left on device. Due to the deep integration of VRChat into our API stack, write failures in VRChat turned into a 500 application error response for all users, with some users also getting disconnected from real-time servers. We detected the issue quickly via our monitoring alerts, but our user metrics backend was unreachable due to badly timed outages as our monitoring service host provider which slowed down our initial investigations. So what exactly happened? Primary cause: VRChat cache shard experienced a stuck background save. Because the background save never progressed, VRChat never performed an AOF rewrite. The AOF kept growing until storage filled to the point that all VRChat shards running on the same node began blocking writes with misconf to prevent data loss or data corruption. Compounding factor: our metrics backend was largely unavailable due to poorly timed service outage, slowing our diagnostics. Our logging system remained available and became our fallback source of truth. Recovery friction: while we were able to react relatively quickly, identify and fix the problem, our API kept responding to the same 500 application error. Additionally, when trying to redeploy the same build version of our API to clear those procedural errors, our blue-green deployment failed multiple times due to intermittent API errors and network connectivity issues with the cloud provider we use for our own API, briefly leaving our load balancer in a misconfigured state that further prolonged the time of recovery. AOF size offset showing unbounded growth of AOF log. It goes from 0% up to almost 30,000% before nosediving. API error rate showing initial partial recovery around 1253 with a full recovery at 1330. Why did the API keep erroring after VRChat recovered? Once storage space headroom was added, VRChat unblocked writes, but our API kept responding with 500 application error due to the same misconf error, even though VRChat wasn't returning that error anymore. The same version API development forced clean connections and cleared those residual errors. We're looking into what's causing the previous errors to get stuck in our VRChat Redis client library. What was fixed during this incident? Expanded storage by about 1/3 to restore write headroom. Redeployed the API to clear residual errors. Cancelled the stuck background task. Save so VRChat could rewrite its AOF and clear out the storage space. What could we have done better? Communication. Investigation and recovery took priority over outward communication. We didn't provide a timely public or internal status updates. That's on us. Observability, resilience. With our primary metrics backend impacted by a badly timed, unrelated provider outage, it took longer to piece together the full picture. Deployment safeguards. Our blue-green deployment path didn't fail fast, rollback, or retry failed API requests. Long-term fixes and follow-ups. What we've already shipped. Alerting. New alert rule to detect unbound AOF growth early. What we're actively working on. Storage telemetry for VRChat nodes. Ensure accurate total free used storage space reporting is captured either via VRChat or our host monitoring agents. And alert on abnormal storage space usage. Blue-green swap hardening. Automatically retry failed API operations when performing deployments with our provider. Upstream collaboration. Engage with VRChat developers to identify conditions that led to the background save getting stuck and contribute fixes or mitigations where possible. When is the next jam? We're planning on announcing our hospitality plans next week. We'll make an announcement announcement on our major social media channels when this is ready. Conclusion, and that's it for this dev update. See you next time on September 25th.